Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a really delicious recipe and one that I'm really excited to share with you guys. I'm going to be making a citrus or a lemon and orange mithai. Now you guys know on my channel, I love taking that original mithai recipe and messing with it a little bit and adding in my own flavorings and making it my own. You definitely got to give this recipe a try, especially if you like lemon and orange and all of that good stuff. Before I get into the video, I want to thank Pandit Kesh over at Puja Mall for sponsoring the amazing outfit that I am wearing today. This right here is my favorite outfit that he sponsored for my recent videos to put together for you guys. And if you guys always want to have what's the newest in Indian fashion, make sure you check out Puja Mall because Pandit Kesh is always bringing in the newest style and the newest design. Like I mentioned in my other videos, make sure you keep up with him and make sure to check them out because they have lots of sales going on. They also have a big variety of items. They have women's outfits, men's outfits such as this. They also have regular kurtas. They have regular sherwanis. Tell them the Matthew's Guyanese Cooking sent you, so this way they know that you all have been watching my videos. And if you all want to visit Puja Mall, they are located at 12616 111th Avenue in South Ozone Park. I will leave their phone number here as well. And in my description box, you'll see all of their contact information as well as their address. And if you follow me on social media, when I post about these amazing outfits that I've been getting from them, I will also have their contact information there as well. So now for the most important part, let's get into this lemon mithai. Super delicious.
All right, everyone. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start off in a large bowl, and I'm going to be adding in my all-purpose flour. Into that all-purpose flour, I'm also going to be adding in my baking powder, and I'm also going to add in my cold unsalted butter. And all I'm going to do is keep on rubbing this butter into the flour mixture until it's nice and sandy in texture. And this is that sandy texture that I was talking about. This is what you want the mixture to look like after mixing in the butter. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put in the zest of an orange. If you wanted to as well, you could put in some lemon zest, but for the lemon flavor, I'm going to be adding in some lemon custard powder. Once you get that orange zest in, it's time to add in the lemon custard powder. This is basically one of those lemon pudding packets that's selling by the Jello brand. That's what I'm going to be using today for that lemon flavor. And you're going to see here that I'm going in with a very small pinch of yellow food coloring. This is the powdered food coloring. And if you wanted to, you could use a little drop of the liquid food coloring as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix all of these dried ingredients together until everything is well combined. And at this point, I'm going to start streaming in some evaporated milk a little bit at a time. If you did not want to use the evaporated milk, you could definitely use some regular whole milk. And you're just going to keep on mixing this together until it comes together into one big dough ball. You do not want to knead it too hard or for too long. You just want to bring it together very well and smoothen it out slightly. And once you get the dough mixed together, I'm just going to go ahead and smooth it out a little bit. And I'm going to leave it in my bowl covered for about 30 minutes. You can leave it up to an hour as well, because the longer that you let it sit, the softer the mithai is going to be. So my mithai dough has been sitting for about 30 minutes at this point. It's nice and soft. I went ahead and I gathered up the edges very well into one big round ball. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and roll it out. Now, if you make the dough the perfect texture, you do not have to add in any dried flour when you're rolling it out. We're just going to roll this out to 1/2 inch thickness, so this way we can get a soft, thick, and fluffy mithai. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and cut the mithai into our desired shapes. You can make these as big or as small as you want. Just know that if you make these very thin, they're going to get a little crunchier than the soft mithai usually is. You're going to see that for the most part, I'm cutting these into the triangle or the diamond shapes. Again, cut it into whatever shapes that you want. And at this point, once you cut all of your mithai shapes out, I have a pot heating up with some vegetable oil, and this is on a medium heat. And once the oil is nice and hot, you're going to start dropping your mithai pieces in little by little. Now, with this whole batch, being that it's a very small batch, I did this in about 2 to 3 batches only in hot oil, and the pot was a nice size to fry all of it as well. If you're interested in buying one of these red karihis or red caldero pots, you can purchase this on Amazon. I'll have the link in the description box right below this video, along with all of the ingredients and measurements. This pot comes from Victoria Cast Iron Company. That's the brand that I usually get all of my cast iron goods from, my tawa, my woks, all of that kind of good stuff. And they also sell these amazing non-stick karihis or caldero pots. These right here are perfect for making sweets of any kind because they don't stick and they also hold the heat very well. So I'm going to keep on frying these for a couple of minutes on each side until they're nice and golden brown. And this right here is the color that you're looking for when frying the mithai pieces. Make sure you keep that heat regulated or else they will burn very quick. But after about 3 to 4 minutes of frying, this is what you should be left with. You're going to drain them out very well and put them in a bowl lined with some paper towel. And at this point, once you get one batch out, you're going to drop in the rest of your mithai pieces and keep on frying until you've finished out all of your dough. So my mithai pieces are all done frying. At this point, we're going to start working on that sugar syrup or the pag that's going to coat the outside of them. So in my little pot here, I've added in a little bit of water, and I'm also going to be going in with my granulated sugar. So this sugar syrup is going to boil on a medium heat for about 7 minutes. Now that's usually my time of reference for such a small batch. Of course, it can take longer or it can take less time depending on your stove and the amount you're making. The way that I go ahead and test my mithai is I take a little bit of that sugar syrup once it starts to get bubbly. I'll put like 1 or 2 pieces of mithai in a small bowl, drop a little bit of that sugar syrup on top, and I'll toss it. Once I see that it gets nice and cloudy, then I know it's done, and that's how I test it. Now, while my sugar syrup is boiling up, I'm going to go ahead and toss a little bit of condensed milk on the top of my mithai. This is totally optional, and it's literally only a little bit. It's about a tablespoon or 2 only. And I'm also going to go ahead and drop on a little bit more orange zest as well. This is just going to amplify that citrus flavor. And at this point, my sugar syrup is done boiling. Like I said, I just took a couple of pieces of mithai in a small bowl. I tossed it up with a little bit of the sugar syrup when I thought that it was done. And once that sugar syrup starts to get cloudy in the bowl, then you know it's fully done. So I've tossed it over my big batch of mithai here, and I'm going to keep on turning this around until you get that beautiful crystallized coating all over the mithai, nice and even. And if you make that sugar syrup just right, you're going to be left with a perfect even coating all over that mithai. When you get it mixed up very well, you're going to go ahead and shake around the bowl a few times, and that's just going to even out the coating and get rid of any cracks and extra sugar. And this right here was the finished mithai. Now, if you don't try any of my recipes and you just want to try one, this is the one for you guys because this was so soft, cakey, and beautiful in the middle.
All right, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that video. This mithai is one of my most favorite mithais that I've ever made just because of that texture on the inside. As you can see when I showed you guys the picture, it's nice and yellow on the inside, it's fluffy, and it almost looks like a cake-like texture on the inside. And when you bite into it, it falls apart in your mouth and it is super, super delicious. I had a couple of these with a cup of coffee. You can have it with a cup of tea, a glass of milk, anything. Super, super delicious. Now, once again, I want to thank my sponsor Pandit Kesh over at Puja Mall for gifting me this amazing outfit to use in this video and all of my other videos that I've been preparing for this Navratri season. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you enjoy these outfits or like what you see, make sure you check out Puja Mall. They're located at 12616 111th Avenue in South Ocean Park, New York. I'll leave the phone number here, and everything else will be in my description box down below. It will also be located on my social media, so definitely check them out. Let them know I sent you, and go ahead and purchase all of your outfits, ladies, men, kids, and of course your puja items for whatever needs you may have. I hope you all enjoyed this video today. Please go ahead and give it a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. When you click that red subscribe button, make sure you're clicking that bell notification icon so this way you never miss out on any of my new videos that I post. And of course, drop those comments down below. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll be sharing something new very soon. Bye everyone.